Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Chefing It Up. Today we are making shepherd's pie or cottage pie. Shepherd's pie is with lamb. Cottage pie is with beef. I'm using beef, so technically it's cottage pie. But in my pan, I have about a third of a cup of olive oil. And to that I added a half of an onion that I finely diced and 1 carrot that I finely diced. And we let that saute for about 10 minutes or so. And then I added our minced garlic and our seasonings. All of the seasonings will be in the description box below along with the proper measurements. So don't you worry. Don't you worry. This was quite spicy though. So you can cut back on the red pepper flakes and the pepper if you would like. Because it was spicy. I like spicy. Everybody don't like spice. You can cut back on that if that's not your thing. Also to the seasoning, I added 1/3 a cup of red wine vinegar. And now we are adding in our ground beef. By the way, I let the red wine vinegar and the seasonings go for about 5 minutes before I added the beef, just to give them some time to marry together and bring out those flavors. And after we ground the beef, we brown it. Excuse me. We brown it for about 10 minutes until everything is done. There's no red spots in the beef. It's completely brown. And we add in 1/4 of a cup of flour. And this is going to help to make that gravy. It's going to thicken it up. So to that, I added 16 ounces of beef broth. And about a tablespoon of browning seasoning, give or take. We mix all that in. As you can see, it made a nice gravy. And we put the top on that and we let that go for about 20 minutes on medium and stirring occasionally. Now, to start on our mashed potatoes, I have about 4 medium potatoes that I peeled and boiled until they were done, and then I strained them, and now we're putting them in the bowl. We're going to use our potato masher to mash those up. You can use a ricer if you don't have a potato masher. A whisk works. If you don't have a whisk, take it old school. Use a fork or a spoon, but whatever. Just mash it. Use your hands, a food processor, whatever you have, you can use it. To that, I added 1 tablespoon of garlic powder and 1 tablespoon of black pepper. But I'm going to be honest with you, it was peppery. Cut that pepper in half. In the description box, it will be cut in half. So don't use a tablespoon. Use like a half a tablespoon or a teaspoon. But after that, we added in a cup of Parmesan cheese and a cup of my Italian blend cheese to that. And we just gave that a nice mix. And then we're gonna add in some KNORR'S chicken seasoning. Off camera, I did add another cup of milk. You don't have to do that. If you like your mashed potatoes thicker, you can keep them thicker. I wanted mine to be a little bit more thin and pliable. So I added in another half of a cup of milk. So, and about a teaspoon of salt. Teaspoon or a tablespoon of salt, I'm sorry. The ingredients will be in the description box below. Don't you worry. I have it written down. But yeah, to the beef mixture, after it's been simmering for 15 minutes, we added in about a cup of green peas. I use the frozen kind. You can use the canned. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't make a difference. But after you do that, you give it a little stir. The peas will heat through in the oven, so you don't have to worry about letting that cook any longer on the stove. We're going to put it into our baking dish, and we are going to add our potatoes on top. Spread those things out like so. And we are going to add our cheese on top and throw it in the oven. My oven was preheated to 400 degrees. You can preheat yours to 375 if you don't want to go that high, but you will have to bake it longer. But I baked mine at 400 for about 15 minutes. And voila. Voila. Now the cheese I used on top was just some Mexican blend cheese that I had left over, but you can use whatever cheese you want to use. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos if you care. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One step closer to being monetized. Bye.